Wow, guys. Hmm. I don't even know if I remember how to be a YouTuber. It's been months since I sat in front of a camera. First of all, I don't even want to. I don't even know if I need to apologize or to say I'm sorry for the break in transmission. A lot has been going on, and in due time, you guys will know what I mean by a lot has been going on. Guys, it's been a lot going on. Trying to adjust with living alone, a new environment. I moved to a new place. In fact, I didn't want to start filming until I got like a nice background and all of that. But I told myself that if I keep waiting to get the perfect background, I probably will not start filming until maybe much later. So I'm just basically giving you guys a life update after NYC, finished NYC in last year April. And sometimes when I think about the whole service here, I'm like, it was only God. God was the one that saw me through from beginning to the end, because Otupo, I saw things in Otupo, like it wasn't funny, it was really stressful. I can't even lie. It was very stressful. In as much as I know that God led me there and all, but I would say if not because of the fact that God led me there, I would not have stayed in Otupo. I would have maybe redeployed, but God led me to stay. So it was a very I'll call it a roller coaster experience, but it was all worth it in the end because I learned a lot. I remember when I was starting service here, I told God I wanted to grow. So when I before getting my posting rather that year, I told God I really wanted to grow in my work with Him. And when I started crying about being posted to a village in Benue State, God reminded me, said, "But you told me you wanted to grow, and this is the growth." So I don't want to go into a lot about service here because I think I have a video on that already. So but God has been so faithful. Before my end of service, I got a job. I started working even from before I finished my youth service because I was working from home. God has just been so good. But I would say the first month of this year, God has just been really preparing me for a new phase, and I'm just grateful to Him for His help and for how much He has carried me. You know that song by Nathaniel Bassey that says, "Holy Spirit, carry me." Oh, that is the season. I mean, the Holy Spirit carry me season, because I won't be here today if not because of the Holy Spirit that carried me. So another thing, I was just basically updating you guys. Living alone, I moved to another part of Abuja. Living alone. I keep saying living alone because living alone is a whole lot. Like when I was living by myself in during youth service, it was like a self-contained thing. Everybody knows everybody. You are living alone, but you're not living alone. Then I'll go for programs in NCCF. So sometimes I'll sleep over. So I was alone but not alone, if that makes sense. So there was still people around. I would still go and sleep, and then I was traveling to Abuja a lot, sleeping in my sister's place and all that. After service here, I was living. After service here, I was living with my sister for some time, but it was time for me to move on. It was time for me to have my own space. And to be honest, it's like a difficult decision to make, especially when you think about living alone, more expensive. It's crazy, but sometimes the decisions we take when we do not have everything figured out, sometimes they are the best decisions we can take, because you basically get to a point in life where you're like, okay, it's time to be more independent. It's time to, you know, just be by yourself and, have that environment where you're able to just be you. Like, how do I explain it? It's like you've gotten to a point where you are. I'm 25. That feels good. I'm 25. I turned 25 this year, so I got to that point in life where I was like, "Girl, it's ready. You are ready to be on your own, have your own space, start life, and all that." So I'm really grateful to God for the experience, the opportunity, the privilege, and just being able to live alone. It's a big deal for me because I'm the last born. I've always stayed with people. Even when I went for my university, that I stayed alone. I think then there was this, oh, I'm staying alone, but I'm still going to go back to my father's house. But now it's like I'm living alone, like alone, and full adults, responsibilities, bills to pay, taking care of myself, filling my own gas, and all that. But yeah, it's a big deal for me because I've been under my parents' care up until I think after graduation. That was when I started to take on more responsibility. I think it's the last born thing maybe, but yeah. So yeah, it was just really a big shift for me, and I'm still adjusting. And there's some things I you face when you are living alone. I can't count how many times I've said living alone in this video, but as I was saying, right, some of the things that you experience, I'm this kind of person, I enjoy having people around me. So sometimes I feel very lonely, I feel very alone. I feel very just by myself. What do I do? But at times it's interesting because you can do you know, you cook when you want to cook, you eat when you want to eat, you sleep, it's your space. But at the same time, it's like you miss having people around you. You miss because this part I'm staying in Abuja is quite far from my local church. The distance between my church and where I am now, it's a lot. So I guess that's another reason why it feels very lonely sometimes because most of my friends and my people I talk to and interact with, they are staying quite far away from me. So basically, it's a new environment. I still commute, you know, to wherever I need to go to and all. The good part of it is that have my own space, right? I have my own space. I'm able to do whatever it is I want to do. And as well as just being able to know yourself more, right? But the loneliness, feeling alone, feeling like you're just the only person and all. And another thing for me is just realizing this moving period has been a bit challenging because then again, it's like you need to adjust to a whole lifestyle. You need to adjust to, you know, being very, very responsible for everything. And it's not always easy, but I guess it's all part of being an adult and growing up and all. So God has been helping me and reminding me that even when I feel lonely, He's there. And still trying to also go out because truth is God, you know, even when we have the relationship with God, the relationship we have with other people is also very important, right? So going out, spending time with friends, spending time with loved ones and all has been very helpful. Then just being able to look at my life at a more when you are by yourself, it's easy for you to just really take a look at your life like, okay, this is me, this is my space, how am I interacting with my environment, what habits do I need to drop? What do I need to improve on? So it's easy to, I believe, self-assess when you're by yourself because then you are, it's just you, right? You're like, oh, I need to change this routine. I need to sleep more. I need to read more. I need to, because I was telling myself today actually that, Zulaikha, you need to read more. You need to develop yourself a bit more. So it's been a season that it's a new season to me, but at the same time, I'm starting to enjoy it. I moved out when May. I moved out middle of April. So it's about a month now that I've been by myself and I would say it's been quite a journey. It's still a journey that is going on. So I am excited to see how everything unfolds. Thank you guys for always sticking around. A lot of people have sent me messages to ask, we've not seen a YouTube video. This is a YouTube video, so please watch and yeah, I'm posting every week from now that I'm more settled. So yeah, more content is going to be coming your way. So just a little bit like life updates. Work is going well. Church is going well. I feel like I need to work on my relationship with God. You know, I have a like I think I want to have a like more consistency in praying, and I'm saying this quite openly because when I moved out, because I'm trying to settle in, you know, I tend to do things. Maybe the normal times I will sleep will change because I'm trying to buy this, I'm trying to buy pots, like a lot of things happening at the same time. But now that I've gotten more used to my space, I think now I'm able to plan myself better. I'm able to adjust. I'm able to just adapt more, you know, to the new environment. Like I think I've had enough time of adaptation, so I need to, you know, find a routine that works. I think for me, I really enjoy spending time with God in the night or early in the morning because I don't like when everywhere is busy. Like I can hear cars passing and all, but I prefer it when it's like very quiet, very intimate, like late in the evenings or early in the mornings, in the nights. Those times work better for me. And then, yes, there's some projects I'm working on. Like I said, there are some things I can't really share now until it is time. So stay tuned for all of that. I'm just really excited in the season I'm in. I'm grateful to God for how far He has helped me. Like I said, loneliness, I think this is one of the times where I felt the most lonely. But in all of that, every day gets better, right? Every day gets better. Every day I'm learning how to use my time more. I'm learning that sometimes being alone doesn't necessarily have to be lonely. You need to find ways to have fun and, you know, maintain your relationship with God and people. So now I'm more intentional about my friendship, checking on my friends, just spending time on the things that matter really because I think you got to a point in life where I just told myself things that I thought mattered don't actually even really matter. Right now, I'm very interested more in building my friendships with my, you know, people that are my friends and building my relationship with God, learning how to just give back, build myself, build my brand, as opposed to then when it's just like you're on social media, just scrolling. But now, like, I'm more intentional in my actions, in the way I do my things and all. This video doesn't really have like a 5 points to do this. It's just like a catch-up video, right? So I think I'll just leave the comment section. I'll just leave the comment section very, very open. If you have any questions to ask me, any videos you think I should do, your girl is back on YouTube. That's like the summary of this video. I am back, and I don't know why I'm wearing red. Red is the YouTube color, but yeah, I'm back, and I'm back for better. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to creating great content for you. Like, I've missed sitting down in front of the camera and just sharing and just pouring out my heart. Whew, God is faithful, and I thank God for how He has just been so helpful. Even when there's some when I moved out, it was just like, where am I starting from? I need to buy this. I need cooker. I need pots. I need, why am I saying cooker and pots? I think because I enjoy cooking. I need cooker. I need pots. I need all these things. But God has been so amazing. Provision here and there. God is so good, and He's so mindful of me. On my WhatsApp status, I put recently, God, thank you, God, for taking care of me. Like, God is, I don't want to use that word caretaker, because, like, but I believe it's not a wrong word to use it, but He's a caretaker. He takes care of me from my head to my toe. Like, there's so much to say, but I'm going to leave it for next time when I feel. I'm feeling a bit tired because this is like, now my eye has really, really improved. 2 days ago, my eye got bit by an insect. People on Instagram already know this gist because it was really crazy, it was swollen, but now it's better. You might not even really notice except you pay attention to my eyes. But thank God for everything. And my voice too is cracked because when I'm stressed, my voice tends to, crack and all. But I'm feeling much better. I feel like I'm in a very good place in life, and I'm grateful to God, like I said. So yeah, have a wonderful time. I'll see you in my next video, and love you all. Peace and God bless. Bye. The saved one is back. I wanna walk in the street.